Howdy y'all, and welcome back to my little corner of the world. I know it looks like Christmas, but this is not a cup of cheer video. This is actually to address something that you might notice missing in my videos, as time goes by. And that's my dog, Zeke. He passed away a couple of weeks ago, and I've been just feeling this emptiness of not being able to really do any kind of memorial thing. And I feel like I didn't really get that chance with his sister Lola either. And I know that y'all have made comments about how you love seeing Zeke in there, or you love seeing our dogs in there, and it makes you smile. So I thought I would come here and kind of do my own little come and get to know my pup. And yeah. How did we get Zeke? We got Zeke when he was a puppy. He had just finished fully growing. Even though they told him he was 2 years old, we knew better because it was pretty obvious. When we got his birth records, which actually they had that at the rescue that we got him from somehow, we found out that yes, indeed, he was only so many months old. He was actually born around 4th of July. He's a 4th of July puppy to me. I think it's July 6th to be perfectly exact. Not that that matters, but he's my 4th of July guy. I love that about him. And we got him because his sister, Lola, also a boxer, she had been having some health struggles and was starting to improve a little bit, or at least stabilize. And it was recommended that we get a companion dog for her so she could perk up and actually live longer. And we were like, do we want to do that? And we contacted the rescue that we got Lola through, and it just so happened that they were doing a rescue event, and the first dog that we see is this little pocket boxer, and he was absolutely adorable, and we just went, oh my goodness, I didn't know they came so small. And they said, well, why don't you try it out and see how the two dogs get along? Because Lola sometimes had issues with other animals. And they got along. I mean, they had an issue, but it felt a lot like a teenager and a little kid kind of disputing over things and then figuring it out. So we felt pretty confident in that. His name when we got him was Mighty Mac, which he didn't like either. Like, he never responded to it. He was originally born Archie, but by the time he got to the rescue center, he was named Malachi. The rescue person that was fostering him didn't like a biblical name, so they called him Mighty Mac. This poor guy, he, like I said, he wasn't even a year old. He's already got at least 3 names. I think there was a 4th thrown in there. And as we were talking about how silly this name was for such a little dude, I said, if you're going to do a biblical name, why don't you just say something like Zacchaeus? You know, he was a wee little man. Wee little man was he, according to the Bible. Well, at least according to the Bible song that myself and several others learned in Sunday school. And then I think I might have accidentally said Zacharias when I meant Zacchaeus. And I said, well, either way, it could still be like shortened to something like Zeke. And Zeke just perked up, looked at me, looked at my mom, looked at my dad, and was like, hey, I like that. And we didn't even mean to name him that. He basically named himself. We were just talking about the differences of names that you could have come up with, and there you go. So that's how he got his name. And when we brought him home, he wasn't really big on playing too much, and Lola helped him learn how to play. My favorite little quirk about him was that from the day he came to us until around 2 years ago, he would run outside and do circles in circles like this around the yard. Just run in circles. And it cracked me up all the time. It was as if he was chasing his tail like all the way around. And I love that. My favorite accidental trick that we taught both Zeke and Lola was the word fuller. Now, this came about one Christmas season when we had been watching Home Alone a few times, And in case you've never seen the movie, there is a character in that movie who wets the bed, and his name is Fuller. And we had tried so many times to help our dog with his bedwetting, basically, that around a certain time we would try to stop them from taking in more water because they drank all day long. But if they drank too close to bed, they would have accidents. And we tried calling them by name. We tried saying stop. We tried saying, whatever. I don't even remember what we tried saying. And one night after we had watched the movie, my dad jokingly calls out, Fuller. Immediately, it got the attention of either Lola or Zeke. I don't even remember anymore. And we were able to slowly go over and pick up the water bowl, and that was the end of that. They never had any more accidents in bed. And anytime that we would forget to pull up the water in time and they would go to it, we would say Fuller and they would back up. We never tried to teach them that. It just happened and it worked really, really well. My other favorite trick of theirs, if you can call it that, was the word bathroom. We have a backyard and a side yard. And the backyard, if they did their business out there, would be quite a mess. But the side yard was their bathroom. And sometimes they would try to go to the backyard for it. And we would say, no, go to the bathroom. And they would go. Like, if we just said like potty or anything like that, they would stay in the backyard. If I at least said bathroom, they would go to the side yard. It was wonderful. We had smart pups. What can I say? And my favorite poem for them, well, at least the only one that I ever wrote for them. Remember, these are 2 boxers, so bear with me here. They were fawn in color. And one characteristics of boxers is they toot. So here you go. I love my boxers a whole lot. They're cute and brown, like chocolate. They make me smile. They make me laugh. They're even cute, though they pass gas. My little Zeekaroons. My Zeeky Poo. I love you, buddy. Thank you for watching this. Thank you for your love and encouragement with my pups. I'm sorry I'm bawling right now while I'm finishing this up, but